Hello everyone and welcome to episode 6 of This is Omega. The first thing you're going to notice here is the amount of simoleons I have. Last episode we ended off, I was about just under 30 million simoleons. Well, as you can see, I'm down to just over 12 now. So I've spent a lot of time getting this road right, getting my road layout right, and getting all the buildings where I want them to be. And I want to show you guys what I've came up with for the road layout. So I really think you're going to like this. Oh yeah, check that out. So you see we have all these humps and everything here. These are going to get all flattened down, as I'll show you. But check that out. Look at that walled effect we have right around the outside. And I especially like this front part with continuing our tiered theme here. Now what I've managed to do is get a bunch of roads in here. See if I can get them to come up. There we go. All the tunnels and roads I got going through here. It was really tough to get these guys in here. As you can see, I just have the one bridge as you come up, coming through into here. And these two that run out to the sides. And I think this is really neat too. Off this second tier, we have these floating bridges that are going up through here. So yeah, I'm really liking that. You're going to get the full effect when I start putting buildings in here. I had the large fire station, but I've turned it off. I do have the police station, a recycling center, which is off now too, the garbage dump. And I did start getting the fire station in here. So we have all the basic services in here. Again, we're buying our power, water, and sewage from the region, from our utility city. And let me show you how I zone this thing up. So I have some industrial zones up on the top. Now I want some high density buildings, some residential up on the top of this last tier, just so we have a nice tiered effect. I might pretty much zone all these industrial once it gets going. And then I have all my residential down here. I zoned it as a pretty simple grid for now, just because I want to start unlocking our OmegaCo HQ. So there you have it. I think that turned out really cool. So you may notice that I have a lot of parks down here already. Now what I've done is I pretty much know exactly where all my buildings are going to go. And because we have these things that jut out, and if you were to zone on here, what I've noticed, you can zone on these sides, but what's going to happen is you get that really weird effect where the driveways are going way up that hill. It does look like the cars are flying up, which is kind of neat, but that's not really what I'm going for. So I have to use parks and other kind of fillers to keep these things from jutting out. Oh yeah, I think we should jump in and start getting some of this stuff laid down. All right, now what I was originally thinking was putting all OmegaCo factories with the robotics and just the Omega factories, but it's a little bit too much. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining, if I can click the right tab. Okay, there we go. So ore mines. I'm going to do a little experiment and try to supply my OmegaCo factories with local goods. I usually just import, but I want to see what the difference is here. So I'm going to place 3 of them, which are in a decent spot. I would have liked to use the augmented shafts, I believe they're called. But I erased my HQ when I was preparing for this here, so I'm going to have to deal with just the regular shafts now, which are fine. I'll just place them all down. Now, what I have noticed here when I've been playing around with the trade ports, or trade depots, is that these little bridges that I've made, uh, you get you get that projection of the ground coming out, and just as I've placed parks before, you can place another. Oh, I haven't left enough room, I guess. Let's take away this park. See if that works. So what I was getting at here is that those projections that come out of the ground, really you really can't do anything about them unless you put a park on top. But I found kind of a weird glitch, which normally would not sit well with the OCD, but yeah, in this build here, I'm going to have to let some of that go. So I'll show you what I mean. I placed the first one down, and when you place the second one, it kind of goes right into the tunnel. So yeah, maybe not totally realistic, but it gets rid of some of those fingers that are coming out of the ground, which I'm going to have to live with. Put a couple more parks just to try to get rid of as much as I can. Now I'm just placing any old park that'll fit, although I'd rather kind of use ones that are more fitting, but I'm not going to have a choice. But look at that. Oh yeah, I'm liking how that's coming along. And we'll put another one here in here too. So there you have it, mining division. Now hopefully I've utilized that space pretty good. Yeah. So tell me what you think, guys. What do you like about this? What do you not like? I'd really like to hear in the comments, because I will make some modifications. Yeah, I like how that's coming along. I may as well set all of our importing, exporting properly to export. And there you have it. So when we come back next episode, we're going to be putting a little bit more stuff in.